Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're doing another outfit guide. This one for Django from the movie Django Unchained. So, you know how these things go. We're going to go through weapons. I'll show you any weapons that he may be associated with in the movie and how to make them look as much like the movie as you can. And then we'll take a look at the outfit. So, let's just dive on into it with weapons. Alright, and so for Django, we've really only got one gun that's going to be the one that we put with this. And I'll get through it. So basically, throughout the movie, Django uses a lot of guns. At one point, he uses a nickel-plated Derringer. At one point, he uses a Sharps buffalo rifle, and at one point, you see him using a Henry rifle, which is actually not accurate because the Henry rifle that he's using in there wouldn't come out for about another 4 years after the movie takes place. But it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. You can't expect it to be accurate in any way. And his primary handgun, the one that he's seen using throughout most of the movie, is actually a Remington 1858 New Army, which is an awesome revolver. I love it. It's actually one of my favorite ones it's my favorite one that you'd be able to get at this time. Because at the time of this movie, it would be before the Colt Single Action Arm came out. It's before the Remington 1875 came out. It's before a lot of my... Come to think of it, I think it's even before the Schofield revolver came out. So at this point, a lot of the famous revolvers of the Wild West were not even available yet. So throughout most of the movie, he uses a Remington 1858 New Army. And we could have made this revolver look like that, but instead I decided to go with the one he uses during the Candyland shootout, because during that scene, he uses his 1858 New Army and an 1851 Navy. So he's dual wielding them. So I decided, since we have the Navy in this, that we'd just remake that one. And so the way to do that is to give it improved sights, improved rifling, standard barrel length, because that's the length that the one he uses in the movie is. And then you make it just like this. So I made the Wild Cherry for the handle, gave it that varnish. And then for the colors, we went with black steel for the trigger, the barrel, and the cylinder, then brown steel for the frame and the hammer, and brass for the trigger guard. And now this is a pretty standard. This is actually basically what the factory finish looked for these. If you just bought one and you didn't want to pay extra for nickel plating, which was available, then this would be kind of what it looks like. So that's the revolver that we're going to be going with for our Django outfit. Like I said, you could pair other things with this. You could pair, like I said, at one point he used a Henry repeater, pretty standard. So that in here, that'd be the Litchfield with the gold frame and everything else being either blued or black. Or you could even use the rolling block rifle because it's a lot like a Sharps buffalo rifle. But we're just going to go with the revolver because that's his primary weapon throughout the movie. Alright, so this is the best I could do for imitating Django's look in Red Dead Online. Now, it's not perfect, but I think you'll agree that it looks a lot like his most iconic outfit from the movie. Now, he wears, I would say, probably 3 iconic outfits. His first one, while he was still in captivity as a slave, was kind of just a big baggy coat, so we don't include that one. But after that, he got his iconic blue outfit that he used when they went after those first couple people at the plantation. And then he switches to this outfit for most of the movie. And then at the end, he has his other iconic outfit, which is basically just where he steals Calvin Candy's clothing and puts that on. But I think this one is the most iconic because he wears it throughout most of the movie. And I think it looks very, very close to how it looked in the movie. So we obviously gave him a beard and trimmed his hair short and made it black-haired, so it looks more like him. But let's just go through the items one at a time. So for the hat, I went with the sort of worn brownish black gambler's hat because it looks almost exactly like the hat he wears in the movie. There's a couple other options that I tried, but honestly this one fits the best. And I think it looks the best too with the outfit, so that's the hat we went with. Now the coat isn't perfect because the one he wears in the movie is just plain green, but it's the same shape as this, and this one's green too, so it kind of fits. This one has more details on it, but like I said, it's very similar in appearance to the one that he wears in the movie. And so like I said, we went with the Finley jacket, the green variant. It's really the only option. I couldn't find anything else that looked anywhere remotely similar to it, but this I think looks pretty decent. So that's the coat. For the shirt, I went with the black Lautnip shirt, and now he wears a black shirt in the movie underneath his jacket. It just looks like a plain black shirt, but I thought the Lautnip looked cool, which is basically why I chose this one. Really, any black shirt would be fine, but this is the one I went with. And I obviously opened the collar because he wears his collar open in the movie. There's that logic. Now for gloves, for some of the movie he doesn't wear gloves, but for some of it he does, so I decided to include them because I think they look cool. And we went with the black leather gloves. Now really any black gloves would do. So there's a whole bunch of different varieties, but these ones look almost exactly like the ones he wears in the movie. They're pretty close to being skin tight, but you can see that they're a little bit loose on them, so that's why I went with the plain leather gloves. So those are the gloves. He doesn't have an offhand holster, even though he does dual wield in that final scene, so I guess if you really wanted to, you could pop another holster on here, but I just went with the look that he has for most of the movie. And he doesn't have any sort of a flashy belt buckle, but what he does have is... I think his gun belt and everything looks almost exactly like this one. It's about the same color. The belt buckle looks the same. It's a drop leg holster. This actually looks very, very close to the belt and holster that he wears in the movie. So that's that, obviously. All right, so for pants, I actually spent a decent amount of time trying to decide which ones were the right ones. I think out of all of the ones I tried, these ones were the best shade. Basically, he wears a type of khaki pants. And so for the macrum pants, which is what I ended up choosing, there's actually 3 shades of khaki. There's this one here, then there's this one, which is pretty dang dark, and this one, which is kind of in the middle, but a little bit more towards yellow than khaki. So I think out of all of them, the one I chose, these lightest ones, actually look the most like what he wears in the movie. So that's why I went with these ones. There's a bunch of other khaki pants options you could use. Basically anything that looks like it's got a normal boot cut, isn't baggy or tuxedo-y, because they were obviously not fine linen pants. They were something that was meant to be worn out in a more rugged environment. So that's why I went with the macrum pants. So those are the pants that I think fit his outfit the best. For boots, it's not super important because he does wear them tucked. He does not wear them Texas style, so they will be underneath his pants. But I think the Rutherford boots, these black variant, look the best because he wears black boots in the movie and they don't have any sort of decorations or anything on them. They just look like plain black boots, so that's why I went with these ones. Like I said, again, basically any black boots would be fine, or even, I guess, black shoes, because he doesn't wear them over the top. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway, but I think these Rutherford boots look the best. I couldn't find any pictures of him with spurs on, so I just assumed that he didn't wear any during the movie. This could be something that's decently common in Hollywood when you're filming actors that don't have a lot of experience with horses. A lot of times they won't have them wearing spurs, so that could be what's going on, or it could have just been a stylistic choice by Tarantino. Hard to say with him as a director, but in any case, Django does not appear to wear spurs. So I didn't put any on him. But yeah, that's the whole outfit in its entirety. Like I said, I think it looks pretty good. I think it's kind of fun to play in. Definitely got that, God, I love using the Navy revolver. But of course now I'm going to get arrested. But anyway, yeah, no, so that's how you make the Django outfit. If you've got any recommendations or anything that you'd like to see me produce next on the channel as far as outfits go, definitely let me know down in the comment section. I'm into all sorts of movies, TV shows, of course historical people, as long as there's available photos of them so I don't have to just make it up. But anything like that you'd like to see, let me know down in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video, drop a like and, you know, all that good stuff. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if it's not too much to ask, definitely DM me all of your private banking information, mother's maiden name, where you were born, first car, all that sort of stuff. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.